And welcome back to the Gray Space. I'm Zeke. That is Dre.
Yepers.
And it's just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us.
Oh, you and I. Now, let's make sure we bring this in right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because you know we got to be great and we got to hit them with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you guys subscribe to become part of the tribe. Do us right. Hit that like and comment because you are loving the content. Now,
Man, you know what? Welcome back. And audio listeners, please go Spotify, hit that 5-star. On Apple Podcasts, hit that 5-star, leave a review on there.
Yeah.
That helps us out tremendously.
Tremendous.
Man. We would really appreciate it. If you guys are listening, just do that. It takes a quick second.
Man.
That'd be awesome.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Gray Spizzy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a little weird, man. We ain't got somebody sitting on in between.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what, man?
So tell me how you got into. No, I'm just playing. Yo, let's get right into something, man, that we just freshly talked about.
Yeah. Sure.
And I, because we didn't really super dive into it, but yo, everybody been coming at Eminem head. Pause.
Right. Why?
That was crazy too. That was crazy. That was crazy. Shout out to Kai 45. That was crazy. But everybody been having heavy slander, man, for one of the best, and I don't understand it. Man, because nobody goes at Cube, nobody goes at Snoop, nobody goes, and everybody, like, this guy is who they love and respect,
right? Like
the legends. Unless your name is Melle Mel.
Right. Yeah, man.
Melle Mel has some things to say in the interview, and this interview's been out for a minute. You know what I mean? I'm actually surprised that there was a diss track made, but there was a diss verse. Eminem was featured on a track called Realist by Easy Mill. Super dope. Easy Mill had some bars in there too. He was spitting, you know what I mean? He had some things he was saying. But I really, you know what I mean? We skipped right, you know, we kind of listened to it a little bit. It was like, nah, man, get to the Eminem shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, we had to.
And he said,
we had to.
I done torched everybody that I've been on a joint with. Yeah. That's how he starts the diss.
Right.
Melle Mel had a response, and his response was very 1982.
It was, you know.
Matter of fact, we're celebrating Hip Hop 50.
Look, man, I ain't mad at that style.
He sounded like he was rapping in the first year of hip hop.
Look at bro. I ain't mad at that style. What if you're gonna come at M any way? You got it. And if you're gonna rap like it, you better have like bars all the way through. You can't do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yo, he literally said 1, 2.
That's to me. That's just a waste of a bar. Like, at least
I feel like he had to get his timing back.
Something. It was sad.
I'm gonna take your dinner plate. I hit him with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The coldest shit he said was, he said, I think you on pills again. We call you Pill Clinton or Pill Gates. I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
I thought he was finna snap after that. And then he said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He did. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't understand.
I don't understand it.
Like, because you know M's going to come back, you know, and he's just going to snap.
Well, what's crazy, too, is like Eminem hasn't really...
It's some of his best work sometimes when he
man.
This stuff, man. It's just like, man, don't piss him off.
I don't understand it because, I mean, obviously, like, early in Eminem's career, he definitely went at a lot of people just randomly in tracks. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But then they had that monumental moment when... You know, he was saying shit about Elton John, and then Elton John performed with them and basically shut all that shit down.
Right.
Couldn't say nothing about him after that. You know what I mean? And look, like...
And I feel like a lot of that early stuff was just like parody type of stuff.
Oh, anyways. Yeah, it was...
I don't know if it was like really hating, but it was just...
Yeah,
like,
it was gimmicky.
It was very gimmicky.
It was very gimmicky.
It was funny for that time. And I will say it really doesn't hold up though today, right? Because that stuff is not really relevant today.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So you make it for the time, and it works. But if you play it now, like as a kid, you might not even know what the heck he's talking about.
Right.
You know.
Right. And it's like, you know, it's funny how the pendulum swings, because at one point people were terrified to put Eminem on a feature. Terrified. Like when he did Renegade with Jay-Z, people, if you actually understand hip hop to any type of degree, when he did Renegade with Jay-Z, which was crazy at the time, right? And Renegade was it was an album track. It wasn't a single. It was an album track. And Renegade was probably one of the biggest tracks on that album. Right. And it was because like when you get on a verse with somebody else, it's a collab. But in hip hop, and I think really solely in hip hop, can you have a collab and a competition at the same time?
Sometimes it seems like that.
Right? Sure. Like when you hear like he killed me on my own shit.
Right.
That's such a compliment though. Like, because it's a sport almost, man. You're like, man, I'm working with this dude who is like legendary, and I'm going to take my game up to a different level. Right. You know what I mean? It's dream team type shit. And in that period of hip hop, man, like people were legit afraid of putting Eminem on a track, bro. Because what he did on Renegade, like they were like, yo, he did that with Jay-Z? He did that with Jay. Like, what is he going to do with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even on Jay-Z level. Right. So there was a time where people were like deadly afraid. And then, you know, you had the Machine Gun Kelly stuff, which, I mean, Machine Gun Kelly had a solid diss. But like, you go back to the G-Unit days and some of the shit he was saying against like Murder Inc., like, and he wasn't even going to be part of the beef. They called him out again, talking about his daughter. And he was like, oh.
Yeah, you want to
my daughter?
There. You want to go there.
Yo, right. Fifth, hold up, man. Yeah. Fifth, hold up, Fifth. I got this. And literally slaughtered Murder Inc. Like, people were afraid. And now it's like I get coming at the throne, bro. Like, I get going for the throne. For sure. You know what I mean? Like, that is hip hop. You have to do that. You got to say you the best. You got to say I belong with the GOATs. Right. You got to say, you know what I mean? Right. There's nothing wrong with saying I respect and love Eminem and what he's done for the culture. But respectfully, I think I'm on his level. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Right. Show the respect. But when you like, yo, Eminem is trash. How? Right. You don't have to like his shit. Like, I get that.
Right, because that's totally different.
That's totally different.
Right? Because I'm not necessarily a huge Eminem fan.
Right?
But
I'm not running out to buy his albums, bro. Like, let's just keep it a buck.
Right.
Right.
But just I have to put respect on his name, though.
On his name.
Because what he has done in hip-hop is incredible.
Incredible.
There's very few people that have tapped that well. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just very interesting to say, again, he might not be your top 5.
Right.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
But to not respect what he has done.
Exactly.
Is crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
Because it's like, dude, there's so much work here to pull from. And it's just insane.
Even if you want to just go off album sales. Okay, fine. Then you want to take album sales out of it. Like the real ones, the OGs, obviously, except for Melle Mel, respect what Eminem has done. And the whole white thing, bro, like, we act like Eminem's the only white rapper.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't say nothing about the G-Eazys of the world. You know, Paul Wall. Like, why don't we say nothing about them?
Right.
And I look, I think G-Eazy's dope. I love Paul Wall. Like, I love the Houston sound anyways.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Paul Wall's been a staple. But why is nobody talks about them? And it's only because Eminem
is at the top.
Mm-hmm. And they talk about him when people say he's in their top 5. People are like, well, how is he in your top 5? I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, because this dude can rap. People forget he came from battling.
And I was going to mention that too.
Okay.
And I was like, because I was like, why would you want to mess with somebody who battled?
Yo, he came from, like, if you don't understand battle rap, go watch battle rap, real battle rap. Go watch URL. Yes. Go watch Rare Breed. Go watch, like, man, this shit is intense. You talk about a one-on-one sport, man. Some of the shit that they say about each other is crazy. They do research. They go find out about their ex-girlfriends, baby mamas, how many kids they got. Mm-hmm. And they put all that shit, man. Your wife did crack in 1997. They gonna have a whole round just talking about your wife doing crack in 1997.
Right, yeah. And it's the art of
your baby mama slept with another battle rapper. Geechee murdered Mike P doing that.
So why would you not think that he's going to pull, like...
Right, he comes from that.
He comes from it. He's gonna
his origin story.
Yes, he's going to kill you.
And then they get mad. They're like, what's that damn song, man?
And Haymaker. He's just throwing haymakers.
Haymakers, bro.
Haymakers. And he also dissed, which I think is interesting, he dissed Gen Z in that same, where he was like saying, dude, those bars were crazy. Something about like, stick to your guns, shooting schools.
Oh,
like,
man,
bro,
that was crazy, bro.
Like, yeah, man, dude. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not old enough to know what rap sounds like yet, or what hip-hop sounds like yet.
And that's a crazy statement in the sense of hip-hop's not old.
Right. But
like, hip-hop just turned 50, bro. Like, that's crazy.
It's crazy, but he has a point. Right?
Oh.
Like, you know.
1,000%.
Kids... You know, coming.
I just don't understand it, man.
And it's fine. You don't have to like the old time, but it's that thing. It's that thing that we've talked about here on any type of music, right? Mm-hmm. You got to respect the legends that has come before, no matter the genres. You know, like you have to respect where it has come from and where it has moved and shifted to today, right? Mm-hmm. And again, it doesn't matter the genre. I mean, shoot. Pop is different today than it was in the 90s and the early 2000s. Like, way different.
Way different.
Bro. But it doesn't mean it's any worse or any better. It's just the...
I love what shift. Dr. Dre had an interview with Kevin Hart, and I love what he said because Kevin Hart asked him that question. You know, what does he think of today? And he's like, man, it's great. Mm-hmm. He's like, it's not all of it is my cup of tea.
Right.
I don't listen to most of it. Mm-hmm. The ones I like, but it's he's like, it's a different era. Mm-hmm. It's just a different era. It's not worse. It's not better. It's a different era. Like, I don't really listen to Future like that, mm-hmm. but I got mad respect for what Future does. And a couple of times that I've rocked with what he was doing, like I was like, yo, he did that. Right. You know what I mean? He's got a track with Burner that I really love. Mm-hmm. Track on the Killer Mike album that I thought was perfect for what they were doing inside of that track, inside of that song. Right. Like, but I'm not going to run out and get me a Future album, but that doesn't mean I don't respect who he is and what he's provided to the culture.
Right.
Migos, same thing. Like, I'm not going to run out and go get a Migos album, mm-hmm. but I respect what they've done for the culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to like, just say you don't rock with Eminem music.
Right.
Just be like, look, man, I don't listen to it.
Right. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't.
It ain't for me. I listen to trap music. I listen to drill music.
Right.
It ain't my cup of tea.
Right. Like, that's fine.
But I respect what he's done for the culture. Mm-hmm. Not like, yo, Eminem's trash. Where?
Yeah, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, man.
We might even catch some flack for this, man. People gonna be like, man, y'all pandering, man. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that, man. Eminem got bars, bro. And sometimes he don't be talking about shit. Let's just keep it a buck, man. He'll have a whole verse where he just rhyming shit. And okay, he ain't talking about shit.
Do you have to? But see, that's another thing, too. But
95% of these motherfuckers ain't talking about shit on records, dog.
Again, right?
Motherfucker be on a love record talking about, I'll shoot up this and I got the 9 on me. I just shot the 45. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
What are we talking about?
Right.
What are we on, man? Why everybody gotta hate? You know what it is, bro? It's just we just live in a hating ass community, dog.
It is, and then it obviously, right? The social medias of the world,
them
it gets blown up, and
computer thugs. We need, you know what I'm saying? Computer thugs. You know what I'm saying? Straight up computer thugs, dog. People just be hating just because it's Tuesday.
That's true. That's facts, man. It is what it is.
It's like that Dave Chappelle skit, The Haters Ball. You remember that? I remember that. Dave Chappelle, The Haters Ball, where it was, they were like pimps, but they were all haters. Ice-T was in there. They were like, hate. It was like so diabolical. It was hilarious, bro. The world is the haters' ball now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
make me go back and watch this.
Oh man, that shit was I just watched that shit the other day. Shit was hilarious, man. Yeah, it's the haters' ball, man.
But kind of going back to, we're talking about, like decades of music, right?
Right.
And bro, you could look, man. I'm the product of the '90s and the early 2000s.
For sure.
That's like my type of music. And were there good things that came out of there? 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Are there bad things that came out of there? Also 100%. There's just not good stuff that came out of there. Today, it's different because there's so many options to get music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just in there's so much more intake of good and bad. And the filtering process that go with that is just more intensive.
It is.
To get around, because come on, it ain't nothing to put your stuff on Apple Music or Spotify.
Oh, it's easy.
It's easy work.
Yeah.
So whether or not anybody listens to you, but still, it's easy to put. It's not like it was back then.
Yeah.
But still, even when you were signed to a record label back then, that doesn't mean it was good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just kind of want to.
You remember that song? If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. I sang just like how she sang. Like, I sounded just like her, bro. And that song was a hit. I sounded just like her right now. And that song was a hit. A hit, bro.
Yeah.
Would you leave? Would you stay? You know what I mean? That shit was trash, bro.
Yeah,
she couldn't sing.
Right.
But it was fire, though. And that's okay.
Right. Sometimes it's about the beat, too, man.
Oh, that beat was crazy.
Sometimes it's just about that, man. It was like the melody. Yeah, man.
Sound like 3 bees buzzing around your house and shit. We got wasp problems. Oh man. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's okay, bro. Like, you can agree to disagree. Like, I don't understand this whole thing of like, we all gotta be on the same page and agree with this. Like, man, it's just not for you, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. It's just not for you, but you can't deny. It's not like he had one hit.
Correct. It's not, yeah.
I get it. Like, you talking about one. If they like, yo, Montel Jordan is trash. He had one great song.
Yeah. And if you didn't, yeah.
And that song is going to last forever.
Forever, bro.
So guess what? He's still not trash. You know what I'm saying? But I get it, though, inside of that, right? Like, I get it. But when you got a resume, bro, and that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why it's him.
Right.
So. Yeah,
I just don't. I don't get the hatred for that. For that particular reason.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to pick on him. It just seems like there's no rhyme or reason to it, right? So
it's just because he ain't dropped in a minute.
You know what? Since we're talking about hip hop, let's stick on the topic first.
Okay.
And we say we're going to talk about this, and this is just on the fly, and why not? Let's just talk about it. What, in your opinion, because we've done the Nas albums, KD or Magic? So we got KD, King's Disease 1, 2, and 3, and we got Nas's Magic 1 and 2. And let's have a little bit of a discussion, man. What do you think is the better project.
So shout out to our guy Metaphorical. He actually commented on the Instagram post.
He did. Yep. Because we said we were going to talk about it. So
yeah, for sure. Let's chop it.
Hip Hop 50, man.
For sure. And it's been a couple weeks. It's been a couple weeks since Magic been out. You know what I mean? So it's been able to marinate and all that. I agree a lot, and that's why I brought up Med, man, because I agree a lot with what he said. It's very difficult to like measure them against each other. I don't know if that's pause worthy. I'm just going to throw a pause there. You never know. Yeah. Pause. This is what did May say? A pause recession. So put in a pause recession for a second. But what I do is I take my two favorites from the KD3 and then I mash them against Magic.
Okay.
So to me, KD 1 and 2 are crazy.
Crazy good.
Like KD 1 and 2 are fire.
And listen, man,
KD3
is amazing.
Solid. Yeah. But KD 1 and 2 are tremendous.
I'm with you.
Out of the three, those two, like it's,
I agree. Yep.
And I think it's, and if I had to rank those three, it's 2, 1, then 3.
I'm with you on that. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Magic 1 and 2 are fire because, and we talked about this on the review, but Magic is dope because both of them were released with no warning and nothing.
Right.
Just like
you said, abracadabra, boom.
You know what I'm saying? So
just appeared out of nowhere. Yeah.
Magic, the first Magic, bro, when that shit came out, my head exploded. Like, I was like, what the fuck are they on?
Right.
What are they on? Mm-hmm. What is going? These motherfuckers left Earth. They left Earth on Magic, bro, on the first Magic. Mm-hmm. And I feel the same way about KD 2. Magic 2 is as good as Magic 1, but different.
Correct.
Because he actually dove into the topic of Magic through and through and through the whole album, bro. And that shit was like, what are we doing here?
Yes. And we cannot discount either Hit Boy.
No.
This pairing,
Hit Boy.
Listen, man. Pardon the pun. Hit Boy's hit and miss, in my opinion, with certain artists, right? Like sometimes, and look, man, he's doing his job. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying he's trash or nothing like that.
No.
I'm just saying he's producing for the artist, right?
Right.
I don't know what is going on and the secret sauce that is happening.
That shit is crazy.
Two of them, and I don't understand it, bro. Because it's
he got a different folder of beats, bro, for Nas. It's crazy.
It's different. It is so different than a lot of other music that Hit Boy has produced, man.
1,000%.
And it's got to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Oh, 1,000%.
Part of that conversation. And going from KD to Magic, they're different.
Yes.
Musically different.
They're sonically different, bro.
Yes. And it's crazy, but still so amazing at the same time.
So you almost got to say KD3 by default because it has one extra album. But if I had to go,
I have an argument.
2 for 2. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I have an argument before, like we.
Yeah. For sure.
What we think, right?
Because I'm going back and forth as we're talking right now.
Oh yeah, of course. I want to mention something.
Okay.
Magic has no features on there, correct? Or if it's just like one.
Magic 1?
1 and 2, right?
Magic 2 has 2 features on there.
Okay.
Because remember, 50's on there.
That's cool. You're right.
And 21 Savage is on there.
I want to pull it up real quick, man.
21 Savage is on there. And that track is crazy.
Right.
Shout out to, real quick, I'm going to go off on a little tangent right here about 21 Savage. Talk about a new artist who always like impresses me, especially on features. 21 Savage, he be murdering features, bro. 21 Savage be killing features with rappers like J. Cole, Nas. Like, he be getting on there. He be hanging with these dudes, bro. Shout out to 21. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so the first Magic, A$AP Rocky, and DJ Premier on the same song, Wave Gods.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
that's on the first Magic.
Yeah, and then Magic is 50 Cent and 21 Savage.
Right.
Now, if you go to KD,
a lot more features.
Way more features, dude.
Yep.
It's like almost, there's 1, 2 on the first one, 3, 4, 5 tracks out of 13 that are just Nas.
Okay.
And the reason why I say
that's a good point, bro.
The reason, and the same thing, KD too, right? They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 15 are just Nas, right? But the rest have.
So he's got six features.
And then King's Disease 3.
Mm-hmm. That's got at least like 4 or 5, I think, just off the top of the dome.
Has none.
KD3 has none.
I don't see any on here, bro.
That's interesting.
Now I'm going to walk that back because I thought there was way more on KD3.
I thought KD3 had more too. Well, I'm tripping.
But anyways,
that's a good point though. Way more features between,
but like
even just between those 3.
Wait, let's take KD3 out of it just for a second.
Okay, let's take KD3 out of it
because we both said when we started this topic, 1 and 2 were the better of the 3.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously,
in our opinion,
in our opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1 and 2, right?
It's just 1 and 2.
Just 1 and 2.
Right.
But the amount of features, you basically have 3 features with those 2 projects of Magic, and then like 15
essentially
on 1 and 2. Does that make a difference? Does it spice it up enough? You know what I mean? So do you judge the difference now?
The only thing is when we went to KD3, it threw it off.
Correct.
It threw it off. But I was with you until we got to KD3 because I'm like, damn, because he really held those projects, Magic 1 and 2, like together solo for the most part. But KD3 didn't have any features.
Right. And
that it wasn't bad. Just when it's hard because you got to compare them to right. It's part of a series. Look, sonically, bro. I like Magic 1 and 2 better. Magic is probably my favorite out of all 5.
Interesting. Oh, dude, I have
the first Magic. I think
you know how music does this for people. I got to just say this, dude, because that came out the day before Christmas. I think Christmas Eve, 2021.
Yep.
Came out. And
oh yeah, I remember
imprinted in my brain of me driving to Cali, go see my mom, and my sisters, right? And I listened to that thing like
that shit was out of control.
You know, that's a 3.5 hour drive for me from here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times I listened to it, dude. I listened to it a lot, man. Like, it did not leave the circulation.
No.
I think I maybe changed the music like once both ways. Like, I was like, oh, I listened to it twice, I'm going to listen. And then I was like, man, I want to hear that again. Like, I went back. I
called you on the way home, bro, and I was like, yo, what the hell is this man doing?
It is crazy. It was just
This was
crazy.
Out of control. Nas, what are you doing, dog? Like, who unlocked the level 20 out of you, bro? Like, he went to a bonus level. You know what I mean?
He did, yeah.
You had to put in a code at the end of the game. Like, it was like on some Super Mario 64 shit, dog. Like, it was crazy, bro. I was like, yo, but then with like KD2, with KD2, bro, I was in Colorado when I was listening to that album. Mm-hmm. And so, to your point, but man, Magic for me, like, it's a close tie. It's almost a tie between Magic and KD2. But Magic is probably my favorite out of all 5. And then Magic 2 is probably like number 3 on that list.
This is really hard, dude.
I got to go with Magic, bro.
You go
with
Magic?
I love Magic. Like, yeah, because if he comes out now if he drops KD, I think he should do another Magic.
Oh, I do too. I believe.
Before he drops another KD. But, bro, like, how...
I feel like
how dope are you that you're battling yourself, dog?
He is, dude.
What kind of rapper, like, and he said that shit. He was like, I got 2 series at the same time.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely battling
himself.
But he also
We're arguing how good Nas is versus Nas. That's crazy, bro. That's out of control.
It is. It's out of control.
Like, that's some goat shit, bro.
It's different.
Barbecue goat. That's some birria shit. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a different level.
That's crazy.
Definitely different level. I have to go Keen's Disease.
Okay.
KD 1 and 2 for sure.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, man. It's hard, man. It's hard because, listen, man, if you guys have not listened to Nas, any of these, or if you skipped one, go back and listen to it. And Magic's only a month old anyways at this point. So,
right.
If even that, when we're recording. So,
yo, this is how crazy this shit is, bro. Nas was already like a legend before any of these albums came out. Like, a lot of people had him in their top 5. And rightfully so. Like, when you talk about just wordsmith, storytelling, bars, cadences, like, you talk.
I will say, that's a good point, dude, because storytelling for me, with Nas,
is crazy.
Has always been.
It's always been one of his strongest suits as a rapper.
Dude, he paints such a beautiful
He paints beautiful pictures, bro. Like, it's incredible.
You know what I mean? Like, he'll flip words or whatever, but
bro,
like, it's very, I don't want to say easy, but it's like to your brain's just going and painting this picture as he's. You
talk about you talk about listen back and like you catching shit on the 20th listen, like, that's Nas. You know what I'm saying? So he was already that. You know what I mean? Like, Nas is doing some Kobe shit right now, dog. There's like Kobe with the number 8 and then Kobe with the number 24, and then people want to argue which one was greater. Like, Nas is doing that.
Yeah.
Nas was great with the 8. And then he came with KD and Magic series. And that's his 24 shit. And he won another couple of rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got 2 different careers, dog, and he's still legendary. Pick one. They're both legendary.
Right. They are. They're both.
He's got a 3-year span where he just murdered the whole industry. Like, people, if you love hip hop and y'all missed out on this album, or even if you just kind of like hip hop, you gotta go check this out. All five of them, bro. Drop Magic 3, man.
And he said in one of the bars in there too, man. When this one drops, I'm already gonna be halfway through the next.
I'm already halfway through the next project.
I think it's Magic. It's 3. It's got to be Magic 3.
I hope so, bro.
I want a 3 and 3. You know, like a trilogy and trilogy. You know, like
Kodak Black said. I hope so. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I'm telling you, man. Like, the past few months when it comes to hip hop, man, have been tremendous. Like, it's rejuvenating. Getting a killer mic, like, that I think.
Honestly, bro,
I think it's a classic album at this point. Like, from what I still go back and listen to it, and it's not that old.
Since 2020, this is one of my favorite years for music for whatever reason. And it started off really slow,
especially in hip hop.
It is really picked up, man. Yeah, especially in hip hop, bro.
Like, Masego dropped the Fire One, Q.
Dude, there's just
Killer Mike, Nas.
Yeah, there's just, I don't know what it is, but there's good stuff coming out, and I think we're gonna get
Black Odyssey.
Yes. Yeah,
some fire albums this year.
This album, or this year, 2023,
it's crazy.
Is actually really good, man. Because 2020 was a phenomenal year.
Was wild.
You know,
yeah.
And then to me, 2021 and 2022 were meh. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think 2021 was really bad, but that's obviously right because of COVID and everything.
Right.
But, yeah, man. Nas, man, he's something else, man. I really, truly love what he's doing right now. So, yeah, you guys haven't checked that out, man. Go check it out. Also, happy birthday to hip hop.
Happy birthday 50. To hip hop.
This really was not planned, but I'm glad we talked about it because whether or not whoever's listening or watching likes hip hop, I think as a music person, it's influential in some sort of way. Right? And it has been a huge influence on the music industry in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. And they've created just amazing beats and the rhyming. And everybody has taken from hip hop.
Yep.
Everybody.
Yep.
I don't care what genre.
1,000%, bro.
country music has taken
1,000%.
Like, it's crazy. Go listen to some country today.
Yeah.
A lot of
then they're spitting bars.
A lot of it has been pulled from hip hop.
Man.
Just saying. Like, so happy birthday.
Yeah, shout out to hip hop
because for the world they've given
my life wouldn't be the same without it, dog.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Given a lot to it. So
yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, man.
You guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there.
And as always, go listen to some hip hop. And this is The Gray Space. Peace.